everybody. For our curly hairstyle today, we're talking about the plopping method. Now, I posted a picture of my daughter. We were doing the plopping method and we got some questions from friends asking how to do it, what it's all about, and all of that. So we just wanted to put together this quick video tutorial demonstrating how it's done. The great thing is that it's easy, it's convenient, it doesn't really take a lot, it's safe on the hair, doesn't lead to damage or breakage or anything like that. So as you notice, I started on soaking wet hair. You do your everyday wash routine or your every week wash routine, and you add your leave-in conditioner. And what I'm doing here is I'm just finger detangling her hair. I'm starting from the tips, I'm working my way up to the roots. I personally like finger detangling a lot better than just using a comb or a brush right off the bat. I know everyone is different, so you got to do what is best for you. And I'm just going through the knots. I'm kind of going through in small sections, and then once it's finger detangled, I'll use a wide tooth comb and just go over it just to make sure it's free of any kind of tangles or knots. And it pretty much is. I mean, of course, combs are optional. I rarely use combs, and if I do, it's after I've already finger detangled. And if you notice, her hair is just kind of going through smoothly. If I notice any snags, I gently go through them, and if need be, I'll isolate those knots using my fingers. Now, after the leave-in conditioner, after you finger detangle, now I'm using a styling product. Do whatever works best for you. Whatever styling gel works great on your hair. For my daughter, she has finer strands, so I tend to use a lot less product on her hair because I don't want it to get weighed down. So as you notice, I'm going through in small sections. I'm starting from the tip. I'm working my way up, but if you notice, I'm not going all the way up to the root. Your natural oils, it starts at your roots and it works its way like further down to your ends. And because of that, I don't want her hair to look weighed down or anything. So I focus more on the ends when I'm doing any kind of additional products or anything like that, especially as the weather gets warmer. Because the warmer the weather gets, the less product my daughter requires. And now here comes the plopping method. I use a t-shirt. I mean, you could use a microfiber towel, but why waste money? I mean, you're likely to have an old t-shirt somewhere that you can kind of just use for your hair. It works just as well. Put it over her head. This is my husband's t-shirt, so it's pretty big, and I get a lot of fabric with that. So as you notice, I kind of wrap it around. I put her hair strands, all of it, in between the layers of the fabric, and I just twist and I make a little knot. And that's pretty much it. She sits for about a half an hour, and it really doesn't take long. It actually cuts the drying time in half. So a half hour later, here we are. And as you can see, still wrapped. She's very active, so sometimes it kind of sort of becomes unraveled. Not all the way, but I think she did a pretty good job. And I just gently unravel the knot and let her hair down, and I like to lay it flat on her head at the top just to allow the t-shirt to soak up the moisture, but not too much moisture. If you notice, her hair is still damp, but at the roots it's a lot drier than at the ends. So now all she does is she'll sit for about another 20 minutes, maybe a half hour, to dry off the rest. So the rest of her hair will pretty much dry on its own. I don't like to use blow dryers, but if you have a diffuser and you're in a hurry, you can use that as well. And now you just basically shake and fluff out the roots. And she likes to flip her hair just to kind of get the added volume. And that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. And once it's air dry, you get the volume, you shake it out, and you're pretty much good to go.